Hello everybody, welcome back to another video on the channel, and in today's video I was woken up by the community because all of the storm teasers are out and everyone wants me to react to them. So here we go. Now, real quick before I get into things, I've had a good feeling about this update. I want to say hopefully I don't get, proven wrong here. So as always, I'm going to give a really in-depth breakdown of these spells. If you're a more casual player, that's fine. I'll just, yap about it for an extra couple seconds and move on. So first of all, let's talk about the new trap aura. So this trap aura was actually from the myth teaser. I didn't make that video yet. I took the day off. Sorry guys, but this is basically a buff to Storm, which is good, right? So basically, Storms will be packing this and Attenuate now, or this and Starfall. Me, personally, I'll be running Attenuate and this Aura. This Aura, obviously, is just pretty freaking good right now. Auras are meta at the moment, and people brace like 15 times. So having this Aura will be really nice. So what you're gonna want to do essentially is weave in a fire to get your pierce jewels, and then you're gonna want to go and weave into myth to learn this aura spell. Next up we have sand monster. Now this spell is actually pretty cool. So it's gonna hit and then give you a 40 Stormblade if the opponent has a heal on, and the condition is combining Gearhead and Triton. So this, in my opinion, highlights what's wrong with fusion spells. Both Gearhead and Triton are simply just better. So why would you combine both of those cards to make a worse card? Doesn't make any sense, right? Again, really cool looking spell. I wish it was viable, but it's just terrible, and no one is going to use this. But let's talk about a semi-decent spell they actually managed to put out. So Shivering Snake. For 3 pips, you can hit with ice and then clear an aura like a brace and get a 30 blade back. So this one is Thunder Snake and Thieving Dragon. And oh my god guys, this one is pissing me off, dude. This spell is so good, but no storm can pack Thunder Snake. You can't do it, bro. If this was anything but Thunder Snake and like Kraken Path B, for example, this spell would be so good and actually like probably be meta, because brace spam wouldn't work against Storm anymore, right? So you could go into ice and have a solution now. But unfortunately, again, like we see with a lot of the fusions for every school, that one spell, it's just nobody's packing that. It's a terrible spell, especially on a storm, right? You can't afford to do cool stuff like Thunder Snake because you die so fast. Plus, it doesn't help that everyone heavily sets for your school, right? So if you try to do anything cool, it's just gonna get countered immediately anyways. Next up, we have a positive for PvE players. So basically, Storm Wizards were not able to get an equally good blade that every other school would get by weaving into Storm. So basically, before this update, Storms had to go into balance and get a 35 blade, I believe, from balance weaving. But now they can go into life and get an equally good blade as they have for their, mono dual blade school, which is really, really good. I might pick this up for PvE, just again, a really, really solid blade. In PvP, obviously, it's terrible. It's dog shit, right? Again, you can't stay alive long enough on a storm to do anything cool, and it gets countered, so, really good for PvE players, at least. Alright, next up, let's get into the shads, because I know everyone wants to know my opinion on this. So, let's take a look at Rusalka. Let's see what they did to Rusalka. Okay, so the regular... Okay, well, first of all, they got rid of that garbage heal blade. So, thank you for listening on that. Not a single person liked a heal blade, unless you were below negative rank in PvP. Those are the only people who liked the heal blade on Rusalka. So, thank you for listening. Good change. That top path of Rusalka looks so good, bro. But, yeah, of course we won't get that. Of course, bro. Bottom path is 900 damage, and then it hits, and 40%... aura on you, chromatic aura on you. Wait, so if it's chromatic, does that mean that every school can use Roka? Oh, I hope not, bro. Oh my god, that'd be an actual shit show. That'd be a shit show, bro. Oh, that'd be such a bad change. I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't heard if these are cross-trainable or not, but I mean, Ursulka's okay, I guess. It's still weaker than a Triton, but at least the utility on it is good. I really wish that top path was available though, dude. Oh my god. Like, why couldn't we have that Ursulka, the top path one? That's so good. But we had a Heal Blade garbage. I'm sad. I'm sad, bro. But, I guess in PvE, they are at least keeping the identity of Ursulka with the damage, which is good. And PvP, it's not terrible. I'll take it. Next up, let's look at Storm Scion. So again, the base damage on every gambit is being reduced. No surprise there. So you're losing about 75 damage on the Storm Scion. Actually, no. It's 80 damage, my bad. 80 damage on the base Storm Scion. Then you can gambit 4 blades for 1970. Now, I think in live round it's 1955. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's like a 15 damage buff if you max tier it. Obviously, if you don't max tier it, it's a nerf. Storm Scion is just, it's so bad, bro. It's so bad. Again, you can't stay alive long enough to set up any gambits, and if you try to do anything, it just gets countered immediately. Next up, let's look at Glowbug Squall. So this one's going to hit and give 2 minus 30% weaknesses. Okay. Not bad. I mean, yeah, it's not bad. It's like Catalan, but a Shad and weaker. So I don't really know. I mean, maybe some matchups, like I'm thinking the death matchup, this would be really good to try and compete with Headless, but again, Headless is comparable damage, by the way, and not a Shad, and a better weakness. So, you know, it's okay, but, you know, Headless is just better for death. So, I mean, I'll take something, you know, anything to help a problem, I'll take it, bro. Next up, we have Dark and Stormy. Now, this spell, in my opinion, is actually insane. Okay, so it's doing about the same as Ursulka, I think, like 5 damage less or something. And the heal is actually pretty good. So it's a single heal, like Goat Monk, by the way. So that means the only counter to this is Gearhead. Okay. Every other counter probably isn't going to be worth it. I mean, it could work because, you know, Storm Dual Skill stats are disabled right now. But just not a bad card. Definitely might see some use. Next up, we have Sound of Musicology. This card is dog shit. I'm not going to lie to you. Catch of the Day is literally better. Okay. It does more damage and it gives you a better blade. But it's not a shot. So again, I think this is kind of something we're seeing here in this update. With school pips, you know, whether it's like Catch of the Day and Sound, or like, you know, Ninja Pigs and stuff like that. It seems like just waiting a turn to get a school pip or whatever is just better than having a shad now. So I don't know. Like you're never gonna use Sound with Catch in the game. Like, never, ever. Why? It's just objectively worse. It's the same pips, but it costs a shad. You're insane. Don't use this card. It sucks. Next up, we have Iron Sultan. Oh, this card is weak as hell. What the heck? Bro, Caterpillar does the same damn... Yo, what the hell? Why is the Storm spell doing the same as a life spell? That's embarrassing. Okay. So you're gonna hit, do 45, and make a negative aura on the opponent, minus 40% chromatic. Not bad. And yeah, I think that is pretty much it for the video today, y'all. So, little recap here. Storm Scion is still ass, don't use that. Roka is a hit and 40% positive aura, so like a hit and 40% galvanic kind of thing. Dark and Stormy is a hit and single heal, basically Goat Monk but a Shad, so pretty good. It would only be bad against balance, but you're not going to do that against balance anyways, right? Sultan isn't bad as well. Sound is absolutely terrible, probably the worst spell they've made in a while. Glowbug, not bad as well. The Blade is really good for PvE players. Both fusions this time around, again, unusable. Just objectively fucking terrible spells. The Stink Aura one could be good, but they have to get rid of Thunder Stink on that because no one is packing that. You can't use it on a Storm again. You die too fast, and it gets countered immediately, so isn't good. And we have the nice little buff with the 1 pip damage aura there with the Myth Duel. So, pretty good, I would say. I mean, yeah, I'd say it's good. Obviously, all of these buffs or whatever, all these changes won't fix the actual problems Storm is having in the meta right now. So that's stuff like their dual schooling being disabled and the shield resist interaction not working. But I think a couple of these, especially like Sultan or Glowbug, would help you out with your counter matchup like Death, for example, or Dark and Stormy would help you out a lot in this matchup now too. So, you know, I can't say this is a bad update for Storm. So, good on KA for that. I hope they can fix the shield problem on Storm and the dual school problem on Storm. And once that's done, I think we got a pretty good school, actually a terrifying school to live up to the name that they promised us at level 1. So, good stuff. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed the video. See you on the next one. Thank you for being here. Goodbye.